Okay, so I'm sitting here on a pumping session and I'm just thinking back on my life and thinking about, where I am now. And I just choose to just put when the time is right, I'll be able to put my story out there, completely in my journey, because it was hard for me to get to where I am today. And I just wanted to take the time out to thank the people who supported me, or the people who kept asking me to do things. Because if it wasn't for those people constantly pushing me and, constantly, checking on me and making sure that I'm okay, even though they didn't know what was going on with me within, they continued to call me. They continued to check on me. My husband seen beyond what he could see on the outside. He's seen me. So I appreciate him. And I thank him every day, as well as everyone who supported me while I was going through what I was going through, even though I didn't talk about it or dwell on it. But just thinking back on it, as I make these posts, I just thank God that, he was able to bring me through and able to put me in a position so that I can help other women who have gone through what I've gone through. And as I was going through everything that I've been through, I would watch YouTube, or I would watch, other women, and I had to get all this information. I had to keep on pushing for my children. Well, back then it was my daughter, so I had to keep pushing for her and to make sure that she seen me smile. But sometimes it took everything in me to give her the energy that I felt like she needed, and when you see certain things on social media, you think, oh, they're fine, and oh, they're happy, and oh, they have everything that they need. I made sure that I, didn't do all the things that I used to want to do, because I wanted to make sure that my daughter had everything that she needs. Granted, I didn't have to do some of the things that I did, because my mom, all I had to do, she was one call away. I could have called her, or my family, they're very supportive. I could have called my family members, but at one point in my life, my family has always meant everything to me. But at one time in my life, and I'm very like, I guess I say what's on my mind. And I think, a situation happened with my family, and things weren't the way that I wanted. Things weren't the way that, families should be. I love my family to death, and I dare not come on here and say anything negative about my family, because I love them and I know that they love me. But a situation happened, and it took me really, really low. But I could talk about it today, because me and my family members are in a great space where we can talk. I can call them if I need them, I just thank God for being able to be in this space. That's it. I just thank God for being able to be in this space. And I know that when the time is right, I'll be able to talk more about it. But I know that this coming is very near. It's very near and dear. It's very near and dear. I'm very passionate about my family, having a family, being a mother, being a wife. And I'm just ready to blossom, and hopefully I can help another mom be able to blossom and pull themselves out of whatever rut they might be going through, or, you know, whatever journey they might be taking. Because you can definitely come back from whatever you are going through. So I'm here today to tell you that whatever you've gone through, wherever you've been, that doesn't define who you are, and it doesn't make you a bad person because you've gone through, or God put you through whatever he had to put you through in order for you to get where you need to be. I think that this is my calling. Helping people is something that I always wanted to do from, you know, the time that I left my house and I decided I wanted to become a social worker. Well, first I wanted to be a psychiatrist. So I applied for Florida A&M University. I went and I said, I'm not going to grad school. And at that time, I felt like you needed to have, no, at that time, I think I was doing some research and it said that you needed to have a master's degree in order for you to be successful in psychology. Still wanted to help people, but I didn't want to go get my master's. And I ended up doing social work. So social worker came about because, one, my best friend, Betsy, I'm going to ask her if she minds if I tell a little bit about her. But anywho, we've been best friends, still best friends to this day. In middle school to high school, in high school, she said, you're my best friend. She told me that. She said, listen, you're my best friend, and that's that. And I said, okay. And to this day, she had been my best friend. When I was going through what I was going through, I never sat and talked to her about what I was going through, but she continued to check on me, continued to call me, continued to reach out to me. And one day I had asked her, I said, well, why are you my friend? Because I didn't call her. I didn't tell her my business, or I didn't feel the need to sit and complain or go run down about my life story or anything. And she told me, because when we do get together, it's like we never stop being friends. It's like we never stop being friends, and she never stopped checking on me. She never felt like, oh, you acting funny. She never said, oh, you didn't call me on my birthday, because I had a lot. I was dealing with a lot. But she never ever made me feel like I wasn't a good friend. So, boom, long story short, I just want to thank her for that, being there for me and constantly supporting me in any and everything that I put out there, and never made me feel like I had to call her every day or anything like that. She's a great friend, great person to have. I lost my train of thought just thinking about her and thinking about how she's just always been there for me. Okay, so I was telling you about how I became a social worker. So FAMU undergrad, boom, ended up getting my BSW at Florida A&M University. And then I ended up going to Florida State. I applied. I didn't really want to go to Florida State, but I didn't want to go home. Home is Miami. I didn't want to go home. So what I did was I applied to Florida State University because I wanted to stay in Tallahassee. Applied to Florida State University, got accepted, went through the program. I was able to get in the advanced program, so I only had to be there for like 2 years. For 2 years, and boom, graduated from there, and then I ended up having a baby. So my lovely Christina. That's a whole nother video in itself, and I definitely don't want to go anywhere with that. I just want to leave it at that. That's when I had Christina and just went, you know, everybody goes through things. Everybody goes through things and everybody deals with things their own way. But when I had my daughter, what I thought my life was going to be like, it didn't turn out that way. My life is completely different from what I envisioned my life to be. I love the life that I'm living right now. I'm comfortable in the life, in my skin. I'm comfortable with the life that I have. But Lord, where I've been, I will never, ever put myself in a situation to take myself back. I would never, ever put myself in a situation where I feel like I'm going backwards, or I feel like I just never want to take myself back there ever again. And I want to build this community so I can help people. I thought I wanted to get my license. But you know, I thought I wanted to get my license, and my husband kind of motivated me to go ahead and take the test so I could get my license. Took the exam. I took the exam. I want to say, anywho, I took the exam. I don't want to give you a specific day. If y'all want a video, I could do a video on me taking the exam, the LCSW exam. I did all of my hours, got all of my hours. Attempted to take I did take the exam, did not pass my exam, which is okay. You know, it just, in my mind, I just think it just wasn't my time. But this is my time. I feel like I know my calling. I know what my calling is, and that just wasn't it. So I'm going to continue to push. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do, or what I feel like I need to do, in order to help people, in order to help mothers, in order to help fathers, in order to, you know, use what I've learned throughout my experience and my journey to share. And you know, you never know what your experiences are compared to another person. You never know how your experiences could help another. So I plan to do whatever it takes for myself, to be content with myself, so that I can tell what I need to tell in order to help another person. Thank you for listening. Continue to like, continue to comment, continue to subscribe, because my journey has just begun. And I would love for you to continue to be a part of this journey that I am journeying. And I have more story time, but just something came over me while I was on my pumping session. I get to show you how much milk I've pumped while I'm on this pumping session. And I said, well, let me just get my phone, let me just video, like, just make it a little vlog. I'm definitely new to this, but in time everything will work itself out. Okay, like, comment, subscribe if you see something you like, if you see something that can help another chocolate milk mama. You make sure you be sure to share it. Okay, well, I don't know how I'm gonna end it, but see you ladies, see you chocolate milk mamas later. Bye.